Okay, today I'm going to do a little exercise where I'm going to pretend like I'm a mayor way back when at the founding of my town, and I'm going to have to deal with some issues in my head. I'm going to try to put myself in his shoes or his or her shoes and try to pretend like I'm the mayor solving these issues, okay? So imagine with me, you're the mayor of a small town. You're just walking along during a summer day, and it's hot. It's hotter than usual in summer, but it's not too hot. But you have been worried about fires recently, so you guys have been using a lot of water from the river to put out fires and make sure that things don't catch fire. And then one day, a man runs up to you and says, "Mayor, Mayor, the water's run dry." And you think to yourself, "Well, this is bad. We use that water also to drink. We have to find new water." And then another man runs in and says, "Mayor, Mayor, all the houses are catching fire." Now you're panicking. Houses are on fire. This is bad. People are losing their homes. So you run out. And as you start running out, somebody else runs up to you and says, "Mayor, Mayor, the pesticides that we've been spraying all around to keep all the bugs out aren't working anymore. Now they're eating our crops." You look to the side and you see the whole corn crop gone, like that. Now you're freaking out. This is beyond horrible. You start running to try to see if you can start getting everybody together to dig a big well, because you need water to put out these fires that are going on. And then all of a sudden somebody runs in and says, "Mayor, Mayor, turns out Timmy had a disease that is being spread to everybody and everybody's catching it and has a 100% fatality rate." Now you're freaking out because now you need to figure out some way to deal with this illness. Okay, now an old lady walks up to you and she says, "Mayor, Mayor, my cat's stuck in a tree." And you just stare at her and you say, "Lady, this house is on fire." And you send her to jail. After that, you've digged the well and you start putting out the fires but the crops are still completely destroyed and everybody's still getting really sick because Timmy didn't sanitize and wash his hands before coming inside and eating his food. You're gonna put Timmy in jail for this one. And then you hear screaming and you realize the mansion is on fire. You call it the mansion, but that's really the community center where everybody goes in whenever everybody's in times of a disaster. Since all the houses are burning, everybody's going inside there. And you run over and you see the mansion's on fire with all the people trapped inside. Wives become widows. Men become corpses. It's become a disaster. Your town gets destroyed. You can go now. You don't have to stay here. That's the end of the story. No, I'm joking. That is the end of the story. But at home, in all seriousness, at home, try to role play how it would have been like back then, and see how hard it might have been for people to live and do the things that we studied. Community needs and things. It's a fun exercise at the very least. But that was purely for comedic reasons. I didn't make it funny other reasons. Stay in school.